afternoon to you and welcome to Radio Nigeria. South Zone is at 3. The headlines 14 communities in Bayelsa State protest alleged neglect by a multinational oil company. Edo State Governor advises political leaders to be accountable for judicious use of resources. Protesters attack Iranian consulate in Kabbalah. Today's commentary is on the dangers of drug abuse and illicit trafficking. Details shortly. Good afternoon. The greatness of Nigeria lies in our collective efforts, and unity is the word. Therefore, let's unite. My name is Rachel Onah. Now the news in full. Sources of locals from 14 communities in Nembe and Brass local government areas in Bayelsa State have embarked on a peaceful protest to protest against what they termed neglect and exclusion by a leading multinational oil company operating in the area. The aggrieved protesters, comprising community leaders, chiefs, elders, and youths, barricaded the offshore facilities belonging to the Shell Petroleum Development Company SPDC at the St. Barnabas River. Alambo Datoyer brings us the rest of the story. Report of an outbreak of monkeypox in a local government area in Akwa Ibom State. There has been several responses to ensure that the disease is contained. In the special report, correspondent Ekemini, who visited one of the affected communities, reports that although economic activities are ongoing, people of the area want government to do more to ensure that the disease is checked and stopped from spreading. Godwin Obaseki says accountability on the part of political leaders and judicious use of resources would have prevented loss of over $1 billion crude oil funds and guaranteed infrastructural development of the Niger Delta region. He stated this when National Executive Committee of Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, led by its national chairman, retired Air Commodore Idonge Sit Ikang, met with him at Government House, Benin City. Henry Onowewari reports that the meeting followed emergence of former IGP Dr. Solomon Arase as PANDEF Edo State chairman. The federal the nation's toll gates for roads maintenance is a step in the right direction. Governor Kowa stated this in Asaba while commenting on the state of federal roads. He said a toll on some major federal roads should not be too high and that the collection of toll should be concessioned to trusted and reputable companies. The Delta State Governor, who called on the federal government to accord priority the repair of 8 failed roads across the nation, expressed worry that with the increasing rate of deterioration of major roads, many communities might be cut off if urgent measures were not adopted to fix the affected roads. Goa restated the commitment of his administration to alleviate the plight of road users in the state through intervention in some critical federal roads in deplorable conditions. You're listening to Radio Nigeria, South Zone is at 3. Here are stories in the bulletin so far. 14 communities in Bayelsa State protest alleged neglect by a multinational oil company. Edo State Governor advises political leaders to be accountable for judicious use of resources. Still ahead, protesters attack Iranian consulate in Kabbalah, plus business, entertainment, sports, commentary, and weather. Do stay with us. The news continues. Reports making the rounds that Perry had approved the extension of closure of Nigeria's borders to January 31, 2020. The Nigeria Customs Service (NCS) has made clarification regarding the issue. According to the public relations office news, protesters attack Iranian consulate in Kabbalah, as judges accuse authorities of passing the buck in Delhi air quality. For more on foreign news, let's join Nkem Ugochukwu. Wins Best Africa Act Award as Grammy Award-winning American singer Shulang Knowles and her husband officially divorced. Anieti Akwan has more on entertainment gist. Angels win 2018-2019 Nigeria Women Football League as Nigeria's Golden Eaglets face Netherlands on Tuesday in round of 16. Austin Isaac has more on sports. Today's commentary is as written by Maureen Eke of Radio Nigeria and read from our studio. That commentary, Illicit Trafficking, was written by Maureen Eke of Radio Nigeria and read by Henrietta Brown. And I'll bring you a weather report. Nigeria, South Afternoon is a 3-year recap of the major items. 14 communities in Bayelsa State have protested alleged neglect by a multinational oil company. Edo State Governor has advised the political leaders to be accountable for judicious use of resources. Protesters have attacked Iranian consulate in Kampala. That's the news as edited by Victory Isoni and the production team. My name is Rachel Onah. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon. Up next, we'll bring you God's Law.